Have you ever found yourself on a date with a woman, feeling like there's an invisible wall between you? You're saying all the right things, you're being attentive, making her laugh, and everything seems to be going well. But then, out of nowhere, the conversation stalls, or worse, it feels like you're just two people sitting together, not truly connecting. It's frustrating, right? You're putting in the effort, you're showing interest, and yet, that deeper connection you're looking for, that spark just isn't happening. What if I told you that there's a way to break down that barrier? A way to connect with her on a level that most men never reach? A way that doesn't require perfect words, expensive gifts, or even grand gestures, but something much simpler, something we all have the ability to do: the power of touch. Now, before you start thinking that I'm talking about something inappropriate or pushy, let me make it clear. This isn't about crossing boundaries or making her uncomfortable. This is about understanding the kind of touch that builds trust, that creates a sense of safety, comfort, and understanding. The kind of touch that, when used correctly, can make a woman feel truly seen and valued. And if you stay with me until the end of this video, you're going to learn exactly how to use this powerful tool to create an unforgettable connection with the woman you're with. I'm going to show you when to touch, where to touch, and most importantly, how to touch in a way that respects her boundaries while drawing her closer to you. Think about it. We live in a world where we're constantly connected through technology, but at the same time, we're more disconnected than ever. We've lost the art of physical connection, the kind of connection that can convey warmth, empathy, and presence in a way that words simply can't. Imagine you're sitting with her, you're both laughing, and you reach out and lightly touch her hand. Not in a forceful way, but in a gentle, natural way that says, "I'm here with you in this moment." That simple gesture can speak volumes. It can make her feel that you're not just hearing her, but that you're truly with her. Now let's dive deeper into what makes touch so powerful and why it's such an important tool for building intimacy. Human beings are wired for touch. It's one of the first senses we develop as babies, and it's crucial for our emotional and psychological well-being. Touch releases oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone, which fosters a sense of connection and trust. It's why a hug from someone we care about can make us feel safe and loved, even when we're going through a tough time. But here's the thing, touch is also incredibly nuanced. The way you touch someone can communicate a range of emotions: comfort, empathy, affection, or even attraction. And that's why it's so important to understand how to use touch in a way that enhances the connection rather than detracting from it. So let's talk about the different kinds of touch and what they convey. There are three main types of touch you should be aware of: casual, friendly, and intimate. Casual touch is the most basic form of touch. It's the kind of touch you might use with a stranger or someone you've just met. It's brief, light, and it doesn't linger. A handshake, a pat on the back, or a light touch on the shoulder while making a point. These touches are non-threatening and neutral. They don't carry any deep emotional weight, but they do serve to establish a basic level of comfort and familiarity. You're essentially saying, "Hey, I'm a friendly person. I'm not a threat." Then we have friendly touch. This is a bit more involved, and it's what you use to build rapport and camaraderie. Think of it as a touch you'd use with a close friend or a family member. It's a bit more prolonged and deliberate, like a hug or a hand on the arm during a conversation. This kind of touch can convey warmth, support, and trust. It's the kind of touch that says, "I care about you, I'm here for you." And finally, there's intimate touch. This is where things get more personal and where you have to be the most careful. Intimate touch is reserved for people you have a close relationship with, someone you're dating, in a relationship with, or married to. This could be a caress on the cheek, holding hands, or a hand on the lower back. It's the kind of touch that conveys affection, desire, and closeness. But, and this is crucial, It should never feel forced or out of place. It has to be invited, welcomed, and reciprocated. So how do you know which type of touch to use and when? It all comes down to reading the situation and, more importantly, reading her signals. Is she leaning in when you talk? Does she touch you in return? Is she making eye contact and smiling? These are all signs that she's comfortable and open to a deeper connection. On the other hand, if she's leaning away, crossing her arms, or avoiding eye contact, these are signs that she needs more space and time to feel comfortable. Let's break this down with a real-world example. You're on a date and things are going well. You're sitting close, talking about something you're both passionate about. She's engaged, leaning in, and her body language is open. This is a perfect moment for a light, casual touch. Maybe you gently touch her forearm as you're making a point, or lightly brush her hand as you're laughing. It's a small gesture, but it signals that you're present with her in that moment. If she responds positively, maybe with a smile or by leaning in even closer, that's your cue that she's comfortable and enjoying the interaction. Now let's say you're walking together side by side. You're close, and there's a comfortable silence. This is a great moment to test the waters with a friendly touch. You could lightly touch her back as you're guiding her through a crowded space, or if the conversation gets more personal, maybe a brief hand on her shoulder. Again, it's about being subtle, gentle, and respectful. You're not trying to impose yourself, you're just showing that you're there, that you care, and that you're paying attention. But what if you're not sure if she's ready for that kind of touch? This is where calibration comes in. If you're unsure, start with something small and non-intrusive. A light touch on the hand or a brief touch on the shoulder. See how she responds. If she pulls away, don't take it personally. It doesn't mean she's not interested. It just means she might need more time to feel comfortable with that level of physical closeness. Remember, touch is powerful, but it's not something to be rushed. It's also important to remember that everyone's comfort level with touch is different. Some people are naturally more touchy-feely, while others are more reserved. Respect her boundaries, pay attention to her cues, and don't push it. If she's not comfortable with touch, focus on building a connection through other means, conversation, shared experiences, or just spending quality time together. Touch should enhance the connection, not be the foundation of it. Think about the impact this can have on your interactions, not just with women you're interested in, but with people in general. When you learn to use touch appropriately, you become more attuned to others, more empathetic, and more connected. You're able to communicate on a deeper level without even saying a word. So the next time you're with a woman you're interested in, pay attention to those little moments. Don't force anything. Don't rush it. Just be present. Be genuine. And when the moment feels right, a gentle touch can say more than 1,000 words. You don't need to be a mind reader or have perfect timing. Just be genuine, be respectful, and let your touch be an expression of your interest and care. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: the right touch at the right moment can be the key to unlocking a level of intimacy and trust that goes beyond anything you've experienced before. It's not about being smooth or slick. It's about being genuine, being present, and most importantly, being respectful. Because when a woman feels respected and understood, she'll open up to you in ways that words alone can never achieve. I sincerely hope that this message has been useful to you. I want to congratulate you greatly for having come this far, and for having finished the video. That means that you want to improve as a person. If you liked the video, leave your comment. You don't know what to comment. Comment, I dare, so I know you made it to the end. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, warrior.